Yeah, so I came up in Berkeley, waterfront, West Berkeley, and when I was coming up, we was always funking with North Oakland, but that's okay. I love Oakland, and that's changed a lot anyway. But I was in a youth bridge program when I was in high school, and Miss Jackson was the woman who ran Youth Bridge, but she was also a social living teacher at Berkeley High, and she ran the Vera Casey Center, which was for pregnant teens at Berkeley High across the street. And then when I did drop out of SF State and I came over to back to the East Bay and started working on the streets and stuff like that, there was no way that a program or anything else was gonna like divert me from the things that I was doing. I had one program walk up to me while I was on the track, but they was with the police, and I was like, "Are you fucking insane? Like, you don't do that." Like, I mean, I ran away from them, like. I didn't get far. I was like in 5-inch heels and shit like that. But I'm saying, like, I mean, that's the only way that I actually know that they were with a program, right? That if they are there and they have the desire and motivation, then they should have the resources. And so, because I've been able to come up out of the shit that I've seen and the places that I've been, if I have the resources, they're not mine. They're everybody's. Many ways that I show up for my community. One of those ways is for women who are trying to get sober. My first home, had turned into a sober living environment almost. We had two single moms, three kids, a dog, and myself living in 500 square feet. It was tight. It was very cozy, as they call it sometimes. But we did it. And to that end, I believe that the only reason why I was given that house in the first place was because it was supposed to be put into service, and that it was, and that's really important to me. Formally, I've been a mentor at Youth Impact Hub for 3 years. This is my fourth year. I am fed so much by being part of that program, literally and figuratively. Every Tuesday, I get my belly and my soul fed. What's really awesome about that is that these young people are doing stuff that I never would have done. I mean, I can call myself an entrepreneur because at 17, 18, 19 years old, I was on the streets, I was on the track. So yes, I had to manage, my safety and laws and rules and regulations and competition and, like all of these things that are true in business were true for me as I managed myself outside. But it wasn't in the same capacity, right? It's not, obviously, I'm not talking about an event or a musical production or, rehabbing shoes. Because the businesses that come through Youth Impact Hub run the gamut, right? So it's nowhere near that type of establishment. However, those skills started way back then for me. And what I can give back to them now is, one, the fact that, even if you slip is good. There's a way to get back up. And two, you might know people that are all across the spectrum, and you're no different from them in some regard. And then three, whatever I have, I'm gonna give back to you so that you don't have to do things that maybe you didn't want to do, or not even that you didn't want to do, but that you obviously here for a reason. You're here for your passion. Like, let's feed that, because that's the gem, right? That's the diamond that we need from you. We actually need that. We as a community need that from you, person, from you, youth, from you, whomever, because everybody has that little piece to provide, and there's nobody that can replicate it. There's nobody that can actually make that happen for us without you. In 2005, I tried to kill myself. I was the day before my 22nd birthday. I was in East Oakland. I was court ordered to go back to school. I had classes. I had an apartment at SF State. I was not there. I was on 71st and Mac. Fucked up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. So I took off my seatbelt, closed my eyes, accelerated through a stop sign, hit a parked car, wrapped my car around a pole, was in ICU at Highland for 3 weeks, in a medically induced coma. And I don't consider my piece, my contribution, to be all that significant. But I do consider all of our contributions together to be critical. So the spirit of Oakland has always been here, because Oakland is the people is the spirit. Let's go.